How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode. Um, in this episode, I'm gonna show you something that I did before, but some people complain because they don't see me removing the last bolt on it, and I'm talking about the Vtec Solenoid. In this case, I have a leak. Probably is because it's really hard to get to the last bolt on the bottom. So I'm gonna show you in this episode how to remove it, and I'm gonna try some different. Because if you guys remember, I'm gonna post that episode. I'm gonna put it right here so you can go and see that episode. But in this case, I'm gonna try another wrench. Hopefully it works. If it works, you can get that wrench and you can remove the solenoid without removing the housing from the thermostat. So if you go and see that episode, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But in this one, if that wrench works, you can remove it really easy. So to get to the stuff, we're gonna have to remove my old catch can and a couple things over there. I'm gonna remove my intake and disconnect some connectors in there, get stuff out of the way, and then we can start moving the Vtec solenoid, because I believe the leak is coming from there. So that's why I'm removing it, and I'm gonna put a new gasket on it. So this is a new wrench that I have. I'm gonna use this one, ratchet wrench, and this is Husky 10mm. So hopefully with this one, I'm gonna be able to remove the last bolt on the solenoid. So this episode is not sponsored, and here I have the new gasket. So I'm gonna remove the solenoid and put these ones on. Hopefully we stop that leak. But I believe the leak is coming because I didn't get a lot of grip on the last bolt, and I think it's leaking from there. So I'm gonna show you in a minute. First thing, I'm gonna remove my oil catch can, then my intake, disconnect some hoses in here, get everything out of the way. Catch can is out of the way. Okay, so if you can see here, disconnect the distributor, connector for the thermostat housing. I disconnect the solenoid. Before I remove the solenoid, I'm gonna lose the bulbs on top. Like that, I'm gonna have more leverage when I remove the little gasket that goes on top, which is gonna be this small one. This one, I'm gonna have to remove the EGR. EGR is out of the way. It's only 2 bolts. And if you wanna know how to remove it, clean it, I have another episode that I did that. I'm gonna put it right here so you can go and check how to remove your EGR, clean it, put it back on. That's where the EGR go, and the gasket is new because I put that one on. So the gasket is still new. I'm not gonna remove it, but like that, if you can see, we have plenty of room to get access to the bolts. First thing, 10mm to remove those 3 bolts on top of the solenoid to crack them loose. So this is the 10mm. We just gotta get them loose. When I use a wrench to get access to the ones on the bottom. The one on this side, this thing is too big. I think it's not fitting in there. So let me see if I can use my small ratchet. The one on this side is no problem. I remove it with my small ratchet. No, we don't have enough room, guys. So this one is not working. If you can see, I have it cracking loose and it's leaking. Hopefully not too windy, guys, but it's really cold this Sunday morning. So I'm gonna go get the one that I used last time, and you're gonna see how I get access to it. Okay guys, so unfortunately that wrench didn't work, but last time I used this Craftsman. I cut it. I was doing another project, changing the starter in another truck, and I had to cut this Craftsman 10mm, and this is the one that I use. If you can see, it's cut it in half, so hopefully I can get you a good angle so you can see how I get loose the other bulb. So you can see right here, that one that is already loose. This one I get it loose with my ratchet, really easy. The other one on the other side is another story. See that bolt right there? That one is the one on the other side. So, and unfortunately, because the wrench is really small, I can't have a lot of leverage. So I'm gonna hit it with something here on top to crack this bolt loose. Let me see if I can hit it with my screwdriver. There you go. I think we got it loose. Yeah, we got it loose, guys. So it's really hard to get a good angle in there, but this Craftsman is really small in diameter from the outside, so that's why I was able to get it loose with this one. So I put it like that, and with the back of my screwdriver just hit it and get it loose. So that's what I used last time, that's what I used this time, and if you get one of these, this one is gonna do the trick, guys. Let's put a rack underneath. That's one. The second one, and the third bulb is down here on the bottom of the one that we just removed. We're gonna crack that loose too and get this solenoid out of the way. For the one underneath, because it's 3 bolts, the one underneath is the same thing. Just put your wrench. Third one is out. If you can see, this is the bulb. You can see there, that's where the Vtec Solenoid goes. And let me remove the rack. So I already dripped all the oil that is supposed to drip. You can see down there is really oily down there. So I believe my leak is coming from here because I replaced the distributor, and we stopped that leak when I replaced this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean that. So we had the solenoid here, and I believe the leak was right here. So had the new gasket. This one is gonna be on, and this one on top. That's why you have to break loose these bolts on top. So when you have it out, it's gonna be really hard to break them loose. So now that it's out of the car, it's really easy to remove them. Because if you can see outside, the solenoid is really dirty. So when I use some brake clean everything, pick and hook, it's out of the way. Make sure the one that you remove, you put it with the filter like that. It fits. This one is the right one. Now before we start cleaning and putting the new gaskets, let's get the old ones out. Okay, so that's the old ones out, and let's get the new ones out of the way. Old ones too. Let's grab some brake clean, start cleaning everything. Clean them really well, get them dry really well, and it has a lot of oil in here. I don't know if it was leaking on this side too. It's kind of strange to see a lot of oil when I remove it on top, but get the surface really clean when it's gonna make contact with the new gasket. The little filter goes inside just like that. And if we check our old one, I don't see any metal, dirt. Everything looks really clean on it, so we good on that. New gasket, ready to go back in the car. Before I put the solenoid back on, you can see this is the one that gave me a lot of trouble on the other side. This is the one on the bottom. First bolt is gonna be the one on the bottom, right there, and making sure the gasket is still in place, and start tying everything up. Okay guys, so I get the bolts tied by hand right now, and if you don't remove the housing from the thermostat, this is how you're gonna end it up. Scratches and everything because it's really tight. This one doesn't help at all, but I get the job done. Like I said, you have to have patience if you want to do this and replace the gaskets, or remove the housing and put all new gasket. That's gonna be up to you. But if you can see in this episode, hopefully this episode is a lot better than the one that I made before, because on the last one I show you how to clean it, how to test it, how to do everything. But on this one I show you more in detail how to remove it. So guys, that's it for this episode. Remember, not really easy. This is not convenient, and like I said, I'm doing this to my vehicle. If you want to do it any other way, you can do whatever you want with your car. I'm just showing you on this one what I did with my car and the way I get this process done. So that's it for this episode guys. I hope you like it. I hope this helped you to get that process done. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm gonna be happy to help. So once again guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.